far. And so tonight in a non-creepy way, of course.
Yes.
Been like,
That's
am I
okay.
that two-faced?
That's okay. You can creep a little.
Yeah.
Well,
I tell you what, it's hard not to creep all over Too Faced Instagram because you guys have amazing tutorials, but you also have really great descriptions on how to use every product, and you can see the difference that it makes real time. So please follow them on Instagram as well, because it'll be something that you will look forward every day to checking in with. One of those ideas being your brows. Now, even for our beauties that don't wear makeup, for our girls that love a full-blown brow or a casual brow, this is a chocolate brownie brow pencil that when you think about the idea of a brow pencil being waterproof, when you think about your brow lasting all day, that's a big deal, because if we are going to create a focal point that then gives the human eye symmetry, it needs to last until we take it off. And this is the brow pencil to do just that with. It comes home for $23, free shipping and handling, and you've got 4 different shades to choose from. Notice the angle of the brush. We're going to talk about that in just a second, but how do you know what shade you are?
I think, really it goes based off of your color of your hair.
Okay.
And you want to look at the color of your brow. So you'd never want to go too dark.
Okay.
Unless you want to really own your pretty, and that's okay.
Okay,
If you feel pretty.
You can feel
but
pretty.
you really go with the color of your hair. So, and then you look at the hair in your brow too as well, and you want to match that as close as possible.
All right, so we have soft brown, we have taupe, we have auburn, and then we have darker brown.
I started swatching a little bit of the color now. So I have right here, this one here is the soft brown. If we can see up close there, there you go.
There we go.
So this is the soft brown right here. Then we have the taupe, which is a little bit, the auburn, which is a little bit more of an auburn shade. So for those of you who are strawberry blonde or more of a redhead, that's the perfect shade for you. This is taupe, which I believe we were going to use on you. So we're going to do a little demo on you. I have the deep brown in my hand. So what you can actually do too is if you want to go a little softer during the day, you can go softer. But then if you want to intensify it for a deeper brown, just push a little harder and you can actually go a little bit deeper in the evening. So you can kind of control the intensity that you want. And always, if you ever feel like you have too much, it has the spoolie built in on the end. And we call these little spoolies. They're like little combs on the back. So then you can actually buff it out if you ever feel like you have too much.
Yeah.
Right?
Nice. Well, let's start with, how do you do your brows?
Yes.
Because so many of us realize now more than ever, we can't leave home without our brows.
Correct.
But some of us are like, okay, well, I don't know, how am I supposed to wear my brows for Tuesday at 9 a.m.? But how am I supposed to wear my brows for Friday at 9:30 p.m. when I'm going out to a great dinner and I'm with my girlfriends? Because everybody can have great brows.
Yes, for sure. There's a little technique I'm going to teach you exactly on how to apply it. So what you want to do is you always want to look and hold the pen right next to your nose. So look at where she starts right here. That's exactly the right spot you want to start, just in this section here. Now, outside of the pupil, that is where you want to have your arch, okay? And then you also have, on an angle, that's where you want it to end. So that's where your tail is. So we're going to do a little line there. Now, because these brow pencils are so precision and on the angle, I feel like they draw it for you. So I'm going to create a base at the bottom, and we're just going to do light short strokes this way. So you're getting that defined brow underneath, just like this.
I love how that's just like hugging the curve of my natural brow.
Absolutely. It does it for you. It almost does it for you. That's what I love about it. When we came out with these, I was like, thank you, Jared. Thank you, thank you. So we actually are going to fill in your brow. Some of you may have a thick brow too as well, but if you have a little space in areas, don't always comb where you have the most thick brow and don't fill in there. You want to fill in where you need it the most. And then if you want more of an arch, just hold the brow up like this and you can create more of an arch. But if you don't want more of an arch, then you just follow the flow of the hair this way. Now, what's so great about these is that they are waterproof. And then if you ever feel like you have too much, just use the spoolie on the end. It just combs it out. And if you ever draw out of the lines, get it really fast because they are waterproof, so they are going to stay on all day. I literally jumped in a pool with my waterproof Better Than Sex that I had on and my brows, and I was like, oh my gosh,
I'm still the same person.
Do I have stuff running all over my face? And I did not. I love
that.
So now you have that nice defined brow, and there's a little before and after with you. That's good. It looks great.
God, that's so great. I mean, this is a brow that's like, wow, Good for you. Still got all that brow and hair intact. You were not affected by Christina Aguilera. And this is a brow where it's like, girl, you needed to calm that down in 9th grade. This was, this was not a good look for you. And just with the matter of brow mapping and the right formula that looks like real hair and highlighting my natural structure, you got your brows back.
Yes, absolutely. And if you can see on the models here, look at the difference. So Mary, she used the deep brown in her brows, and she has that nice definition. It looks super natural. It doesn't look drawn on. So pretty. And brows shape the face. I feel like it completes the picture.
Yes.
It's the frame that finishes everything off.
Even if you don't wear makeup,
absolutely,
you can still wear brows.
Always
and it makes
wear brows.
All the difference in the world.
Absolutely. And there's Carissa. She actually went a little deeper with the soft brown. So I do that too sometimes, even in my own brow, but I actually went a little bit softer and lighter today.
Yeah.
But we went a little bit deeper with that shade. And she already has such a great shape to her brow, but notice how it just adds that little touch of definition.
Question, because we've got the chocolate bar palette coming up.
Yes.
Should you wait if you're going to do a full face of makeup, eyeshadow and liner included, should you wait until after you finish your eyeshadow to do your brows? Or should you? Okay, great.
Yes. So that's the way we do it. That's the way my whole team does it. I've seen them all do it. And some girls on my team do amazing brows.
I'm still halfway through this one, but just bear with me. Obviously, there was nowhere to go but up from that lady right there.
Yeah. So yes, you definitely want to do, I finished with the brows because I feel like we did foundation, we did complexion. When you do your eyeshadow, you got your eyeshadow in, but when you finish with a brow, it just kind of completes the picture. Just as we mentioned, that frame of the face.
I feel like when I have my brows on, it looks like I got 10 hours of sleep.
Totally.
It does. I'm like, there's a great concealer from Too Faced out there for bags under my eyes.
And brows, right?
Yeah. But like brows,
without it.
It's like, ooh, was that a brow lift in my sleep?
Never trust people with a bad brow.
That's amazing.